Right, how's everyone doing? Good, I hope. Yeah, I hope you can see everything, you know. I'm just an amateur at this sort of stuff, making videos, you know. But I hope you can sorry about the glare of the television and stuff. Uh, but anyway, I just want to show you is a bunch of first-person shooter games that I love playing on my Atari VCS, you know. And these games are awesome in my opinion, and I didn't know that these games existed on the Atari VCS, you know. So yeah, once again, I'm sorry about the glare on the television. But what I show is a bunch of first-person shooters that I like playing on my Atari VCS, you know. And two of them are 3DO games that I didn't know anything about back in the day, like, you know. Uh, so, and they're pretty cool in my opinion. And so once again, sorry about the glare. I hope you can see what I'm doing, you know. So yeah, like the Atari VCS is awesome. I could play a bunch of first person shooters that I didn't know existed, you know. And I'm gonna start with the 3DO league, you know. Like the 3DO, you know, it's not as bad as people say it is, in my opinion. It has a lot of good first person shooters on it, you know. But thanks to the Atari VCS, well, we can play these games, you know. Because the main selling point behind the 3DO was its price, you know, 700 quid. So, like, it wasn't really enticing people, you know. Like, if they had released the 3DO at like 200 quid or something like that, it would have had a better chance, you know. But like the Sega Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo were already out. The NES was out, so and all these systems were much cheaper, you know. So yeah, so I'm gonna show you a bunch of first person shooters that I love playing on my Atari VCS, and like the first game I'm gonna show you is a 3DO first person shooter called Escape from Monster Manor, you know, which is a pretty cool game in my opinion, you know. May's like you're a female in the game, and you go around blasting monsters and stuff, collecting keys and power ups. You know, similar, sort of basic, straightforward stuff that you find in a first person shooter of the day. But for we think it's a cool game, you know. So I'm gonna go to the store first, and hopefully the Atari 50th anniversary collection. No, not there. So I don't know what the problem is. I mean, it's out already and everything else. So why is it being delayed for the VCS? I don't know. But it better when Atari do finally bring it out for the VCS. I hope they put extra content for us because we're waiting longer than everyone else, and this is an Atari system. So really, they should give us the best version of the game, the Atari 50th anniversary collection. So anyway, I'm gonna go to Chrome. I'm gonna show you these first person shooters that I like playing. You know, like I said, the first one is a 3DO game called Escape from Monster Manor. Like, you know, and it's pretty cool in my opinion. Um, so you just go to Google and you type in 3DO games online, and there you go, like, you know. And so I hope you can see what I'm doing. You know, if there's glare in the screen, I apologise, but like I said, I'm just an amateur making these videos, you know. But I just want to show you how awesome the Atari VCS is. So this is the site here, vz.com, you know, or just type in 3DO games, and you click this here, you know. Now this site has a whole bunch of systems, you know. But 3DO games, if like the games I'm going to show you, Escape from Monster Manor now, which is pretty cool in my opinion. So here's somewhere, you know, there's about 17 pages pages of 3DO games. So I think it's on the third or fourth page. Escape from Monster Manor. That's the first game I want to show you, like, and it's here somewhere. A lot of games, which is a shame, because like, I had a lot of games with 3DO, and like, not all of them are stinkers, like, I think it has a good library. It's just it's price, because the 700 quid was a lot of money for back in the day, and like, so here it is, Escape from Monster Manor. This was actually made by 3DO themselves and Electronic Arts, so they got the best out of the system because they designed it, like, But like, with a lot of CD based systems, new ones, they were hard to figure out at first, because people were used to making games for cartridge systems like the Super Nintendo and Sega Mega Drive. Along comes the 3DO, new technology, CD based technology, would advance it was hard for people to develop for. And like I said, no one had a 3DO back in the day because it was so expensive. So game developers were more motivated to release their games on the Mega Drive or the Super Nintendo because they were guaranteed to sell, So that's the biggest killing point behind the 3DO, its price, If they had released at 150 or 200, then it would have lasted a lot longer, but it has a lot of cool games, and this is one, Escape from Monster Manor, like, and it's cool, the Atari VCS, and a 3DO experience from Electronic Arts, So it's pretty cool to go full screen, and it's a shame, that the 3DO failed. But this is a great game. Came out in 1993 by the 3DO company. And
Foolish mortal, you are lost. Even now, evil's dark hand reaches for your soul.
yeah. So it's a cool game in my opinion. Escape from Monster Manor. I hope you can see what's happening on the screen, But it's a cool game in my opinion. And I'm using the VCS controller playing the game. It's pretty cool. So you have to collect keys and power ups and stuff. It's a cool game in my opinion. And I mean, if people have an Atari VCS, you can play these games, Yeah, it's gems and stuff you have to collect and stuff. So it's a cool game. Yeah, them ghosts just appear out of nowhere. But see the dead fella there, just yeah. So it's a cool game. There's no texture on the ceiling or the floor, but it's still a cool game in my opinion. And like if that ghost can't hurt you, he's just there to frighten you, like, So yeah, you have to get pieces of a talisman, and it's broken up into pieces and scattered throughout all the levels, But there's all these ghosts and things trying to kill you. And sometimes if there's an enemy behind the door, I can't open it because he's trying to get out, if you know what I mean, like, We can see him behind the door, and I can't open it because he's trying to open it on his end, or something. I don't know. So yeah, see, the thing is, them deaths, don't let them touch you, you know, because if they touch you, they kill you, you know. And this gun is the only thing that some sort of lightning gun or something, you know. It's pretty cool. And this is ammo for your gun, like, you know, that white out. Yeah, so yeah, Escape from Master Mario, like, it's a cool game. And so if you have an Atari VCS, you can play it, you know, it's cool. Works well with the VCS controller, but for some reason the action buttons act as a D-pad, and the left shoulder button is fire, and the right one is pause. And to open doors, you have to click down on the left control stick, on the left stick. So it's weird, but it works, you know. It's just weird the way it's weird that trying to open doors, you have to hope that nothing is behind it blocking it open or something. It's weird, you know. But you have to collect keys to open the doors and stuff. It's weird. But it works, and it's a good game in my opinion. Yeah, so that's Escape from Monster Manor, you know. So I'm gonna go to the next 3DO game, you know. Now, to get out of this, you have to go back to the dashboard, the VCS dashboard, and you have to go back into Google and then go back into VZ.com. You know, that's the only way to go back to the game select screen. It's awkward, but that's the way it is, like, you know. So the next game is called Apocalypse of the Iron Angel, you know, which is another first person shooter on the 3DO, which is pretty cool. So we just type in 3DO games again, and this one here, VZ.com. You just click that, and yeah. So the next game is called Apocalypse of the Iron Angel, which is another first person shooter where you're like a robot going around blowing up other robots, which is pretty cool. Now, it's not the graphics aren't as good as Escape from Monster Manor, but it's still good. I mean, I like early first person shooter games, you know. Well, yeah, and Wolfenstein 3D is pretty cool on the 3DO. You know, that actually worked out better than Doom did. It has a better frame rate and everything, you know. It has cool music. DEFCON 5, that's a really terrible game. It's just terrible. In my opinion. So I'm not going to show you that. Like a DEFCON 5 will definitely piss you off. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to go to Apocalypse of the Iron Angel. It's here somewhere. It's hard to miss too, so I'll just keep an eye out for it, like, you know. And it's a hard title to remember, you know. Apocalypse of the Iron Angel. There it is. Now this is the sequel. Now this one doesn't work. This is Iron Angel, the Apocalypse, the Return. For some reason that one doesn't work. But the first one here, Iron Angel of the Apocalypse, that does work, you know. So just click it, and then you have to. It has emulator JS. You have to click that, you know, as the online emulator to use. You click that, and then you go to play game, and just give it a second to load, you know. Don't do end here. Just does it itself, like, you know. It loads itself. And so yeah, this is another first person shooter. It's not as advanced graphically as Escape from Monster Manor, but it's still a good game, like, you know. It's a maze-like game once again. First person shooter. You blow up robots, you collect power-ups, you collect keys to open doors, basic stuff, like every game, every first person shooter that came out was copying Doom, you know, trying to be as successful as Doom. Some weren't, unfortunately, but they're still good games in my opinion. And it's awesome being able to play them on the Atari VCS. Just patience, it allowed itself, like, you know. And just don't do it, just let it load, and it take a minute or two. And once you see the 3DO logo, you know it's working, you know. Here we go, yeah. Yeah, so the Atari VCS is awesome. Just patience is the key. Just wait, see the 3DO, yeah. That's, once you see that, you know it's working. Then just click full screen. Synergy, yeah. Yeah. I think this game is made in Japan or something. Or an age lot of popular. So it's a good game, like it's something stellar, but it's still good. Yeah, you're in a big huge robot, like, you know. Just click the start button. And just skip this. Now loading. So this is it. And I mean, it's not, I mean, I think it's good. I mean, it's not the best thing ever, but you know, it works, and I'm using the VCS controller on it. I'm trying to figure out how to get off this screen, like, you know. Okay, I'll just quit the game by accident, so yeah. Yeah. Yeah, trying to figure the controls are a bit awkward now. It's I'm trying to figure out what button opens the door, you know. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the controls. It's awkward. It's awkward. So we can move, but I don't know. Now you can change the controls. You know what I mean? That's we can move, no problem. You know. But I'm trying to figure out what button. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to configure the controls. Right. Okay. So, up, down, left, right is no problem, right? So, right. Now, the 3DO only has 3 buttons on the controller, you know? Well, start and select, you know? But, right. And, right. Okay. Okay, let's see, it just does that, you know? Right, so the controls in this one are a bit mad, you know? That's why you can describe it, you know? trying to figure out how to open the door, because that's a door, like, So yeah, Escape from Monster Manor definitely is better than this, what I mean? So that's how you open the door. Okay. So you get the idea. I mean, patience is the key. But you can just configure the controls the guy just did, and you're on your way, like. Yeah, so you're inside this big huge robot going around blowing up other robots. That's basically the gist of it. Okay. I don't have any weapons yet. But this thing here is a gun. I've got a range gun. Okay, so weapon change. So I'm trying to figure out how to equip that gun I just picked up now. Configuration. Okay, I got to figure out how to switch weapons. Okay. I've got no weapon, so I've got to select the weapon. So anyway, that's Ordination of the Apocalypse. You know what I mean? It's just the controls, but patience is definitely the key with this game, So I'm going to show you one more 3D game. Wolfenstein 3D, what the hell, Yeah, so definitely the controls is a big issue with that game, But patience will figure it out, So anyway, go back in again, So yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome. I mean, it's better than dishing out, paying loads of money on eBay for something like that. You get it home and then you're disappointed with it. So the Atari VCS is a great way to try out these games, so hey, this thing isn't worth money. That's the great thing about the Atari VCS. You can try out all these games from these other retro systems that were failures, and you can see why they were failures. But they're still good games in my opinion. Just the controls for that last one, it'll take a while to figure out, Guys. The 3DO has 3 buttons, whereas the VCS controller has more than 3. So it sounds harder than it is, But it's possible, to configure the controls, I know people probably won't go through all that hassle, but that's part of the experience. You get to learn something new about how to set up the controls yourself, to your own liking, So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, so the 3DO, I think it's a good system. It has good games on it. Like I said, it's just its price, So Wolfenstein will be at the very last page because it's W. So I'm just going to type in Wolfenstein 3D. There's a search bar here, and this should bring up all versions of Wolfenstein 3D, not just the 3DO version. It was on the Jaguar and on other systems, Super Nintendo, the Game Boy Advance. It was on everything, But here it is, here the 3DO version of Wolfenstein 3D, which is pretty cool, you know. And there shouldn't be any control issues with this game, you know what I mean? Then you have to select emulator JS. Just click it. You see the little dot appears. To just play game, and we could just give it a minute or two to load and have some stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So the Atari VCS is awesome. You can play all these games and decide if you really like them. Yeah, then you can make a decision to buy it on eBay, but you don't have to, you know, because I say this stuff is getting rarer and more expensive to get. So you know, and you have to hope that when you do get it, it'll be working, you know. But the Atari VCS does away with all that hassle, you know. The Wolfenstein 3D, you know. The software. Just a brilliant game in my opinion. The 3DO version is pretty good. Interplay did the has great music and that. Logic Word, this is the same credit that did Doom for the 3DO. So pretty cool. Wolfenstein 3D, brilliant stuff, you know. Software, brilliant stuff. Wolfenstein 3D, brilliant stuff. Yeah, sweet, awesome stuff. Yeah, so yeah, the Atari VCS is awesome. You can play a bunch of 3DO games. Yeah, this works out probably, you know. Yeah, so the Atari VCS is awesome. Gonna play a bunch of 3D. If you want to play a bunch of 3DO games, you can, you know. Like I said, I'm using the VCS controller, and you can set up the controllers any way you want. It just takes paces, and you'll be doing pretty good. That's great music for 3DO version. You know. So that's just a quick video about a few 3DO games on the Atari VCS. So I hope everyone has a great day. Take care. Bye bye.